Blink and you missed them. VIP tickets for Celebration come and go. And Qui-Gon Jinn and Wicket together at last. It's Thursday, August 25th, and you'll hear about those stories and more this week in Star Wars. This Week in Star Wars is your source for new and noteworthy developments from the galaxy far, far away. I'm your host, Matt Fox. And now this week's lead stories. Emails were circulated by Reed Exhibitions, who are putting on Star Wars Celebration 6 on Tuesday afternoon, that the Jedi Master and Jedi Knight VIP packages would be going on sale the following day. While the message informed recipients that the general public would be able to purchase these tickets at 3:01 p.m. on Wednesday, the 24th, it also notified recipients that previous VIP package holders from Celebration 5 would be given a special pre-order opportunity in case they wished to purchase those packages again. Apparently, many of them were interested in repurchasing their packages, as the top-of-the-line Jedi Master package, priced at $850 a ticket, were sold out before the general public was ever given an opportunity. But while the more reasonably priced Jedi Knight package, weighing in at only $400, did appear to be available at 3:01, that window was apparently only about 30 seconds long, as it quickly sold out as well. As they were allowed at Celebration 5, holders of a VIP pass are given numerous benefits. These include getting into the Celebration Hall early, discounts at the store, a special shopping opportunity on Wednesday evening, as well as meet and greet opportunities, a special program, and a special hat. Full details about what you are most likely missing out on are available on the Star Wars Celebration 6 website, which is StarWarsCelebration.com. Star Wars Celebration 6 will be held at the Orange County Convention Center in Orlando, Florida, and will be happening exactly 1 year from now, August 23rd through 26th, 2012. On the much more immediate horizon is the upcoming release of the Star Wars saga on Blu-ray disc, scheduled for the middle of next month. Earlier this week, TheForce.net was apparently able to secure a copy of what is contained on all the discs, including the bonus discs, of the Saga Blu-ray collection. While much of what is contained on these discs has already been announced by Lucasfilm, the specifics of this list include detailed descriptions of which deleted scenes will be included on the bonus discs. It was later confirmed by Lucasfilm that the list provided on TheForce.net is accurate, although actually incomplete. Fans can no doubt rest assured, however, that a complete list will no doubt surface soon as we grow closer and closer to the release date. In fact, a number of media outlets were invited to the Lucasfilm facilities in California last week for a presentation on some of the technical enhancements that will be seen in the Blu-ray release. The home video website, thedigitalbits.com, was quick to post a review of some of the more technical changes to the remastering of these Blu-ray editions as opposed to the previously available DVD editions. It was also quickly confirmed by a number of sites that one of the changes that is contained in The Phantom Menace is, as long expected, the inclusion of a fully CGI Yoda as opposed to the fairly unsatisfying puppet used in the original film. This frenetic Blu-ray news pace was capped off earlier today as Lucasfilm posted on StarWars.com another long story about some of these technical changes and included a number of side-by-side comparison shots. Links to all of these stories will be available on the This Week in Star Wars Facebook page for your one-stop browsing convenience.
Me? I'm a collecting fool.
A slow week for Star Wars collectors, although possibly welcome given the hectic pace of the past few weeks. There were several reports of the 3 new waves of Clone Wars figures showing up coast to coast, primarily at Walmart stores, while the Force Unleashed and one-time exclusive Republic Commandos video game multi-packs were regularly showing up also at Toys R Us's with a sticker price of $39.99 each. The second series of Star Wars dog tags from trading card company Topps have been spotted at Targets across the country for $2.99 a pack, which contains one dog tag and one trading card. The series consists of 24 dog tags and features characters from the original 6 films. High-end prop replica manufacturers FX Collectibles participated in a 50-question Q&A with Rebel Scum, in which they stated estimated delivery times for a number of their items which have already been put up for sale, as well as hinting at some new products, including a Slave One prop replica, which we might expect to see from them in the coming months. You can read the full question and answer session at Rebel Scum. Big box electronics retailer Best Buy is the first to announce what their Star Wars Blu-ray saga promotional item is going to be. In the tradition of the Revenge of the Sith DVD release, those who choose to buy the set from the Home of the Geek Squad will receive a Revenge of the Sith film cell litho. A picture of it is available on the Best Buy website, as well as the means to pre-order online. The item will also presumably be available to those who purchase the set in the store. There's only one new comic this week at your local comic stores, and that is Jedi: The Dark Side, number 4, continuing the adventures of Qui-Gon Jinn in the pre-Phantom Menace era. While it seems I report this story every week, I assure you this is a new story. Another Star Wars video game project has been delayed into 2012. This week's laggard is the Xbox 360 Star Wars Connect project, which was first demoed well over a year ago and then promised to be available on shelves for the holiday season later this year. According to Videogamer.com, both the Star Wars Connect title as well as the Star Wars themed Xbox 360 console will now be available next year. The other big Star Wars video game title on the horizon is, of course, Star Wars The Old Republic, and while it has not yet been delayed again, it has been announced that it may be delayed for some people in practical effect. It was widely reported on the internet this week that BioWare and Electronic Arts, who will be releasing the upcoming massively multiplayer online role-playing game, will be limiting the number of participants at the outset of the game. This will no doubt fulfill two purposes, as it will control the number of people in the environment and thus decrease the likelihood of bugs and/or crashes, and may also serve to artificially increase demand for the game by tweaking with mankind's innate reflex to want what they cannot have. There is no launch date for the Old Republic as yet, although it is expected to be in the spring of 2012, but however, beta testing will begin next month. British comedian Ricky Gervais, the creative force behind the original and better UK version of The Office sitcom, as well as extras, is currently working on a new project for BBC as well as HBO entitled Life's Too Short, which stars Professor Flitwick himself, Warwick Davis, portrayer of several characters in the Star Wars trilogy, but of course most notably Wicket the Ewok. The show will feature several celebrity guest stars, one of whom, it was announced this week, will be Qui-Gon Jinn, Liam Neeson from Star Wars Episode 1. No word on whether or not there will be Star Wars humor or subtext, but it should be humorous enough just to see the exceptionally tall Neeson on camera with Willow. And lastly this week, we told you several months ago that Carrie Fisher was now pimping for weight loss guru Jenny Craig. Well, apparently Jenny knows what she's doing, as Princess Leia has shown up on several media outlets in the past few days, showing off her reduced figure. Check out the This Week in Star Wars Facebook page for a link to her interview on the NBC Today Show program, where Carrie threatens/promises to once again try to don the metal bikini from Star Wars Return of the Jedi. After the Comic-Con wrap-up show a couple weeks ago, I really didn't expect to be talking much more about Comic-Con exclusives. However, the fan uproar that is the reaction to the Hasbro Death Star exclusive set just won't seem to die. This is all the more surprising because there's nothing in that set that is not otherwise available or soon to be available, except, of course, those two little card backs. The Mouse Droid and Salacious Crumb were rather unremarkable pack-ins to figures long on the market, and then Hasbro decided to put them on cards. And then they compounded that by numbering those cards as part of the vintage collection. So if you're a carded completist, well, you need one of those Death Stars. And it looks like the only way you're going to get those is to shell out some money on eBay. Now, once it was discovered that those figures were numbered, it seems a number of fans decided that they were somehow entitled to get those figures as cheaply as possible. I think this sense of entitlement and anger was only reinforced by Hasbro's seeming mishandling of the post-Comic-Con sales on their website. That said, none of us are entitled to anything, and this appears to be one of those times that if you want to be a carded collector, you need to step up and bite the eBay bullet. And that was This Week in Star Wars. Join us again next week for more news, notes, and developments from the galaxy far, far away. Visit our website, www.thisweekinstarwars.com, or if you're in a hurry, www.twisw.com. There you can find past episodes, links to some of the stories we discussed, as well as photo galleries and other interesting Star Wars-related tidbits. You can also find links to the other realms of the This Week in Star Wars media empire, including our breaking news Twitter feed, our Facebook page, as well as links to email addresses where you can contact the show. If you have questions or comments or news suggestions, we encourage you to contact us at host@thisweekinstarwars.com. Help us grow the community. If you enjoyed this podcast, please leave a positive review at iTunes. You've been listening to This Week in Star Wars. We troll the web so you don't have to.
This Week in Star Wars is not affiliated with Lucasfilm, its subsidiaries, or any other entity mentioned in this podcast. Star Wars, its characters, and creations are the property of Lucasfilm. All other trademarks are property of their respective trademark owners. This Week in Star Wars is intended for informational and entertainment purposes only. This podcast is copyright 2010 This Week in Star Wars. Invaluable technical assistance provided by WebStorm Interactive. News, comments, and questions can be directed to host@thisweekinstarwars.com. More information, links to stories presented, past episodes, and additional contact information are available at www.thisweekinstarwars.com.
Everyone smiles as you drift past the flowers that grow so incredibly high. Newspaper taxis appear on the shore, waiting to take you away. Climb in the back with your head in the clouds, and you're gone!